A homicide investigation is underway in Laurel County after police say they found a man dead inside his home.
Coming up, a massive fire in Mount Sterling destroys a well-known business and 4 apartments.
Today, the nation honored fallen firefighters, including 3 from Kentucky.
This is WKYT News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us on the CW Lexington. I'm Sean Moody. Police are on the hunt for a Laurel County man in connection to a deadly shooting. It happened this morning at a home on Middle Ground Road in London. Police say they found 62-year-old Donnie Stone dead from multiple gunshots. Now they're looking for Stone's stepson, 35-year-old John Stricker. They say Stricker is considered armed and dangerous. Sabira Rayford is in London with the latest on the investigation. That's our top story at 6 o'clock.
A family member tells us Stricker walked into his mother and stepfather's bedroom early this morning and shot his stepfather to death. That family member tells us Stricker has a history of mental illness and is off his medication. The death investigation began after police were called to the home on Middle Ground Road just before 3 a.m. Police say 35-year-old Stricker shot his 62-year-old stepfather, Donnie Stone. The Laurel County coroner tells us Stone was shot multiple times by Stricker, which caused his death. The coroner says Stone's death is being investigated as a homicide, and he expects police to charge Stricker with murder. Neighbors tell us the area is usually pretty quiet, but in the past they have seen unusual behavior from Stricker.
It really scares me because I've got custody of 3 grandkids, plus I've got another granddaughter that lives with me, and it scares me because I don't know what he will do or anything.
Several neighbors tell us there have been multiple incidents involving Stricker where the police had to be called. In Laurel County, Sabira Rayford, WKYT.
Police say Stricker is believed to be driving a 2004 black Dodge pickup truck with the Kentucky license plate of 408 VBW. They say the front grille of the truck is missing and it has a faded front hood. A Lexington teenager is in the hospital after police say he was shot at a park this morning. Police were called to Dixie Park on Eastland Parkway around 11:30 this morning. They say 4 teens were arguing when one of them pulled out a gun. Witnesses told police they heard 3 shots and then saw the group run off. Police said they found the injured teen at a nearby home. Police say the victim told them he accidentally shot himself after his gun fell to the ground.
The witnesses are saying there were 3 shots total is what they heard, and we have several people cooperating that. So it could be accidental, it could just be a really close-in gunshot wound. We're going to have to determine that by looking at the powder burns and that sort of thing.
Police used canines to search for the weapon but came up empty. They believe one of the other teens may have picked it up. So far, they haven't filed any charges in that case. A well-known Montgomery County business was heavily damaged after a huge fire this morning. It happened just after 5 a.m. at Rayburn's Market in Mount Sterling. That fire caused part of the building to collapse. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt. WKYT's Mike Byer has more.
I come out on the porch and seen all these firefighters and stuff fighting the fire.
Pamela Sue Rothwell woke up this morning to a massive fire across the street from her Mount Sterling home. She captured this video as Rayburn's Market and the 4 apartments above it burned to the ground.
It took it about 25 minutes for everything to go up in flames. Then it went kabooey down to the ground.
When firefighters arrived shortly after 5 this morning, there was flames and heavy smoke that could be seen for miles. Above the market were 4 apartments, 3 of them occupied. We're told 3 people were living in them and that all 3 made it out safely.
It appears it may have started in the businesses and traveled up. We'll be working with the residence owner, try to get them some help after the fire.
Firefighters tell us they're not sure what caused the fire, but believe it started in the back part of the building in the business, a well-known business that has been a staple in the community for over 20 years.
The owners were really great people and run a good business. I shop there myself and personally friends with the owner, so it's a bad loss for this area.
And perhaps an even bigger loss for Rothwell, who spent much of her time there shopping and making new friends.
That's pretty sad to me. The street ain't going to be the same no more. It's going to be totally different.
In Mount Sterling, Mike Byer, WKYT.
Firefighters tell us that building is nearly 100 years old and that they'll have to tear the rest of it down. It has been a picture-perfect day here in the Bluegrass, and this nice weather looks to be sticking around as we head on into the work week. Let's check in right now with meteorologist Jim Caldwell with an early look at the forecast. Looks beautiful out there, Jim.
It looks beautiful literally right now out behind me here at the station. We're looking at those beautiful blue skies and what we'll likely track throughout the rest of the evening. Some cooling conditions, of course. It's that time of year to get in on those chilly nights. It is currently 69 degrees here with a feels like temperature of 69. This morning, I was on the air here working very early. Just want to throw that in there. And we had temperatures, feels like temperatures in the low 40s in Lexington. And what I mean by that is we actually had a wind chill showing up here, so making it feel even worse. Here's what we've got on Defender Radar Network, which is also including some satellite images, and it is a quiet day across the Commonwealth. Area-wide, mid and upper 60s and even some 70s out to our west, and we might see some of that try to creep in here tomorrow. And you can see that big plume of the 70s going all the way into just south of Chicago at this point, so a lot of warm air hanging out with us. Check this out, though. Overnight into the early morning hours, I think some more folks will probably run into the upper 30s and low 40s to get things going. As a matter of fact, I think we'll have more of the 30s showing up throughout most of the area as we get your Monday going. But Monday looks fantastic as well with another warm up this week, Sean, and another quick cool down. I'll track all of it here in just a few minutes.
Sounds like Kentucky in fall. Thanks, Jim. The devastating storm that blew through the Caribbean and then up to the Carolina coast is no longer a hurricane, but Matthew is still packing a punch as it moves out east. The storm is bringing record-breaking flooding to North Carolina, with 8 people confirmed dead so far in that state. That brings the U.S. death toll up to at least 20 now. If the stakes weren't already high for Donald Trump ahead of tonight's debate, leaked audio from 2005 has put the Republican nominee in full damage control. Karen Kafa is at Washington University in St. Louis, where the countdown is on to tonight's debate.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
It swept a hurricane from the headlines, plunged the Republican Party into chaos.
I can't endorse this person for president.
And prompted a rare apology.
I said it, I was wrong, and I apologize.
Tonight, Donald Trump takes the debate stage in St. Louis amid controversy about lewd remarks caught on a hot mic in 2005 while he taped a segment with Access Hollywood.
I'll admit it. Whoa. I did try. She was married.
Saturday brought a cascade of prominent Republicans. John McCain, Condoleezza Rice, Carly Fiorina, and more, all voicing rejection of the GOP nominee. Some calling on him to withdraw and let Mike Pence lead the ticket. Trump has said no way, and Saturday afternoon emerged from the front doors of Trump Tower to a crowd of supporters. Those standing by him argue Trump made the comment well before entering the political arena and has been changed by the campaign trail.
I am not justifying it. I believe it's wrong. I know he believes it's wrong. I believe that this is not the man that we're talking about today.
Trump was already slated to play defense tonight after Clinton was widely seen as the winner of the first debate, and Trump was criticized for lacking discipline.
She doesn't have the look. She doesn't have the stamina.
This latest controversy emboldening those critics.
If you don't want somebody to buy the truck off the cliff, don't give them the keys. I want you to give Hillary the keys, so we can drive the truck up the hill.
The tape is expected to be the first topic of tonight's debate. Hillary Clinton will get the first question based on a coin toss. At Washington University in St. Louis, I'm Karen Kafa.
Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton will face off for their second presidential debate starting at 9 o'clock this evening. You can catch it over on WKYT. This morning, thousands of people gathered to honor firefighters who lost their lives. The 35th National Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service was held today in Maryland. The names of 112 fallen heroes were added to the memorial. Caitlin Setner joins us now from the live desk on more from a Kentucky firefighter whose name was also added to that memorial. Caitlin?
Sean, Captain Zach Clevenger was a firefighter in 2 Kentucky counties for almost a decade. Those who worked alongside him in Estill and Montgomery counties say he was one of the best.
Kentucky, Zachary Chase Clevenger, Estill County Fire Department.
A memorial in Maryland today said the 30-year-old gave 110% and left a lasting impression on everyone he met. Clevenger's wife, Christina, and his son, Zachary Chase Clevenger II, traveled to watch as their hero was added to the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, along with 79 firefighters from across the country who died in the line of duty this past year. Clevenger was one of 3 from Kentucky. After a structure fire in Estill County last December, Clevenger went home to get some rest for a shift the next morning in Montgomery County. He never woke up.
The National Fallen Firefighters Monument in Emmitsburg is surrounded by names of those who have died in the line of duty since 1981. At the live desk, Caitlin Setner, WKYT.
Thank you, Caitlin. Now, just last week, Clevenger's name was added to a memorial in Frankfort during the annual Fallen Firefighters Memorial Service. Friends, family, and former players gathered in Clay County this afternoon to say goodbye to a legendary coach. Coach Bobby Keith died Wednesday at the age of 75. He coached the Clay County basketball team for 29 seasons and was named Kentucky High School Coach of the Year 5 times. Keith's family tells us his accomplishments as a coach were only matched by his passion for the community.
He always believed that Clay County was as good as anywhere and that they could win and beat anyone. In particular, here at the old gym, when people got off the parkway, it wasn't a question of whether they'd win or lose, it's just how much we were going to win by.
Keith retired with 767 wins. That ranks 5th on Kentucky's all-time wins list. Rupp Arena is looking to name its newest addition. Lee K. Howard tells us how the public can help. Coming up on WKYT.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Here we go, getting those little shots of cool air into the area, and we had another one break out here this morning with some folks getting into the 30s. Here's what we've got from the 30-degree club this morning. Vanceburg will big winter, if you want to call that a winter, at 35 degrees early this morning. Barberville down to 36 in Knox County. You go into Cynthiana there in Harrison County at 37 degrees, and that was also found in Harlan, Richmond, and then Moorhead came in at 39. Now, there were other pockets of 30s also showing up out there. These are just some of the coolest spots throughout different locations in our region. Now, as we look ahead here with some of our headlines, things are looking better because a pleasant pattern locks in. We'll have some more late night chills, and yet another fall front is on the horizon for us as we head into the middle of the week. We're going to rally as we get back into the 70s, probably close to 80 degrees later on this week, but then we'll watch it all come to a crashing halt again with that fall front. Upper 60s, low 70s right now. Frankfort at 70, 69 here in Lexington. Look area-wide at all that sunshine. Just a gorgeous end to your Sunday out there here in Lexington. It's blue skies. Jackson, Moorhead, all the way into northern Kentucky as well as we get up to Florence. Also with all of the sunshine, just a really good looking day. Hard to find anything going on Defender Radar Network, and we certainly don't have anything going on around here. Everything is away from us, at least right now. We'll get our chances. Here we go with the hour-by-hour run. Let's creep into the overnight and reveal a little touch of those 30s. This is around 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and look how aggressive these temperatures are trying to show. Into the upper 30s, not just in a few locations, a lot. You get into those sheltered valleys of eastern Kentucky, and that's where you could find more of the mid-30s coming into play. Now that is some tough stuff, like we had this morning. And the air mass is a little drier, a little colder for us tonight. Mid-60s and upper 60s to a low 70-degree reading, I think, tomorrow. Clouds will start increasing as we progress more so into Tuesday and Wednesday as the next push of energy will be arriving. And you'll see some of that showing up here with some of those clouds. That would be the front that gets in here Thursday. So here's what it looks like with that fall front diving through. Gives us a few showers, but really just more in the way of chilly air Thursday, Friday, and then another recovery. Can you imagine that? And if you were curious about the traffic situation out there, my traffic map decided to pop up in here. So if you're going to Nicholasville or any of these locations, you're in pretty good shape.
That's good.
Yeah, it all looks green right now. Let me pop the 7-day forecast up too, because that is.
In the meantime, 15 minutes to Nicholasville, and it's nice weather to drive. Take it.
That computer would lock up too when I'm trying to change. Anyway, very nice conditions as we go into Monday, Tuesday. There you see that fall front showing back up into town, Sean. Live television, buddy. You never know.
You roll with it. Roll with the punches and
the traffic.
Yeah, you at home got a traffic update? Can't beat it.
On a Sunday.
Thank you, Jim. We have an update tonight on a story that's getting some national attention. Last night, we spoke with Michael Claren. He's a Nicholasville man who says his replacement, Samsung Galaxy Note 7, then caught fire, sending him to the hospital. Records showed Claring also suffered from smoke inhalation. Today, a spokesperson from Samsung responded to our story saying, quote, "We want to reassure our customers that we take every report seriously and we are engaged with Mr. Claring to ensure we are doing everything we can for him. Customer safety remains our highest priority as we are investigating the matter," end quote. Now, last week, a plane at the Louisville airport was evacuated after a passenger's Samsung phone caught fire. And according to tech website The Verge, 4 replacement Galaxy Note 7 phones have caught fire in the past week after the originals were recalled. Lee K is in next with sports, and the UK football team picked up a big win on Saturday.
They did, Sean. The Wildcats found a way to get the win, and Mark Stoops was proud of his team. And the game day experience at Rupp Arena will look much different this season thanks to a new video board. We'll show it to you next in sports. Well, the Wildcats won't get many style points for Saturday's win over Vandy, but the result will show a win for Kentucky, a third on the season. The Wildcats had to hold off a second-half comeback by the Commodores. After the game, Mark Stoops didn't focus on the way that his team gave up points, but how they made the necessary plays to preserve the win.
That's what you have to do. You have to dig down and make plays and win sometimes. And I don't really care how it looks. I mean, certainly I want to get a lot of things cleaned up. But I really am proud. Like I said, I really was frustrated. It seemed like the ball was not bouncing our way again. And with the muff punt, us not getting that, but our team overcame that.
Big Blue Madness tips off Friday night at Rupp Arena, and with it will be the debut of the much-anticipated technology upgrades. The improvements include a new 4-sided center-hung video board that measures 34 feet wide and 28 feet tall, a new sound system, and video production equipment. All these things contributing to the game day experience in Rupp.
In terms of the magnitude of cost, it's a big deal, but it's a bigger deal, I think, in terms of how it affects the game day, the event day experience, the energy that gets created from all of the digital media, just the excitement, the ability to communicate with fans. It's just a completely new environment at Rupp this season.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, on every team, there are the stars and there are the role players. And Michael Mulder transferred to Kentucky a year ago to play a role for the Wildcats. Rob Bromley tells us he's been working to expand his role this season.
Michael Mulder came out of Vincennes College last year to play for the Cats, and there were 2 reasons he found it hard to get on the court.
To earn more minutes, I just got to be a consistent shooter. You know I can shoot the ball, but I got to shoot the ball better than I did. And I got to be a better defender.
Mulder believes he has the ability to defend, and competing with the best players every day will improve his defense. He says confidence has a lot to do with the shooting.
With shooting, it's just being consistent, always having the same form. You don't want to be changing up too much stuff, but shooting is a lot of confidence as well. I feel like that's what's always helped me as a shooter is just I expect the ball to go in, and every time I do, it does. So if I don't, it doesn't. So, it's always a mental mind state for me.
Mulder likes the unselfishness of the incoming recruits. He likes the chemistry he sees with the team. The 6'4" guard is one of 3 seniors along with Dominique Hawkins and Derek Willis. And he feels big things could be down the road.
We do play really well with Derek on the floor. He stretches the floor so well. He's so tall and so long. It's hard for people to guard him. And then, we just have such athletic bigs, and I just feel like we do have all those pieces, and we're really coming together well. We vibe really well together, and I'm excited to see the end product. What we're going to look like in March is going to be a scary thing.
Rob Bromley, WKYT.
25th ranked Kentucky volleyball looking to remain unbeaten in SEC play, hosting Tennessee. Wildcats won the first 2 sets. Here in the third, the freshman Leah Edmond delivers one of her game-high 14 kills. Then on match point, sophomore Anna Nyberg putting the finishing touches on the win for the Cats with a kill from the back row. Wildcats sweep the Vols for a 10th straight win, now 6-0 in the SEC. Today's feature at Keeneland, the $500,000 Grade 1 Judd Mott Spinster Stakes. I'm a Chatterbox, the favorite in a small field of 5. Kurt Becker has the stretch call.
And into the final furlong of the Judd Mott Spinster. It is I'm a Chatterbox in front. Florent Giroux about to rack up his 3rd victory on the afternoon. And the odds-on favorite, I'm a Chatterbox, much the best today.
A big day of racing out at Keeneland. That's it for sports. We're back with more after this.
Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $49 million. Wednesday's Powerball jackpot, $107 million. So perfect day out there for Keeneland.
Oh, it was. Yeah, I know. I was. We were here.
Poor Jim.
All of us were here. You were over at Rupp for a little while, right?
I was over at Rupp, and it was a beautiful day on the drive. I wasn't outside.
So
and I've been at my desk all day.
So there you go.
But we hear it's great.
Yeah. We hear it's fantastic. Tell us more about it on Facebook and Twitter, please. We want to know. We do have another front this week, bring some rain, which we do need.
All right, we'll take it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you can catch us back here at 11 right after the debate.